It's a lot of fun going to state parks, hiking, seeing nature's beauty, the nice fresh air. What's there not to enjoy? Well, we're about to find out. So before you go plan that family trip, here's some terribly funny Yelp reviews. The only thing I really got out of my visit was a whole lot of jokes containing the phrase thunderhole. Thunderhole. This park was extremely underwhelming. I went with low expectations, ready to see a couple of rocks with holes. Instead, what I saw were mini stone pillars that resembled circumcised donkey dicks. Overall, it has some pretty nice rocks, though don't take the kids. Really pretty and dramatic in some vista spots, such as Park Avenue, but to get anywhere close to an arch, or two, you have to be up to some serious hiking. Most disappointing. This should be clearly noted in the park literature. I don't see what the big deal was. We drove like a million years to see some semi-impressive rock formations, and there were rattlesnakes everywhere. Dumb. You lose cell service because you're in nowhere USA, and the only thing bad about these lands is entire experience. Wasted time. Thank God I was drunk in the back seat for the majority of the trip. They didn't expect to get electricity for at least half a week. Have you ever camped with a woman for half a week, where there is no available warm running water anywhere? They start to stink, and they complain. And to top it off, we never got to see any bears or mountain lions. Thanks a lot, Obama. I would recommend not to go in the cold months, because it is very cold. They need to spray for bugs. Too many trees. They should consider removing all the trees. Boring! The thing is ugly as sin. It looks like half of a McDonald's logo, or a giant urinal. And going up to the top of the arch is the worst. There's nothing to see other than St. Louis's ugly skyline, which really looks like a generic skyline out of some cheap Indies 80 movie. At the time of our visit, half the road was closed due to snow. Well, there was no snow in the mountains, and it being late June, it couldn't possibly have snowed there. Was there a UFO landing? Pretty fishy. Big shout out to the MP Ranger, who dismissed the dope lady from Illinois, who tried to claim my campsite. Ha ha! Good riddance, loser! It's a bit scary with all the signs about controlling your children, because people have fallen to their death on the trail. I have no idea why anyone would rave so much about this stupid crater. We woke up at 3:30 a.m. and drove for 2.5 hours each way to watch something that looks better on Google Images while freezing to death. Do yourself a favor and just Google "pretty sunrise" and save yourself the disappointment. Pay $20 to get in. I didn't even get to touch the lava. I honestly don't understand how this is considered a national park. Don't waste your time coming here unless you're really into hot springs or are already passing by and want to mark a national park off your list. Maybe our expectations were set too high. Maybe two young guys looking for adventure was not what this place could handle. But wow, this place was burning. When they turned all the lights off and told you to listen to the cave, Ranger Ashley would not stop talking. I am upset about this, and I wish I went to the distilleries instead. Great views, but the forest floor could really use a good vacuum. Pine cones everywhere. Way overrated. First of all, There's wildlife everywhere. Who wants to run into a moose on the trail? What if it ate ya? And the rangers are all too friendly. It's like they're completely oblivious to all the suffering in the world. Plus, there's not a single Starbucks on any of the trailheads. Finally, too many snow-capped mountains. I like to see horizons at all time. It calms me. This place is dangerous. There are bears, mountain lions, and worst of all, sketchy people. Hide your wives, hide your kids, hide your husbands, because they will come through your window. There are bugs and stuff, and they will bite you on your face. Don't waste your time here. Go to Vegas. For sure, Vegas is practical and has 7-Elevens. One thing that makes this place different from all the other parks is the geysers. It was extremely underwhelming. They look so much better in the pictures. If you want a similar look, just boil a pot of water at home. Honestly though, save yourself some money. Boil some water at home. I can't wait to get back to New York from this uncivilized wilderness. It's like a bigger version of Central Park, only with bears. There's no Starbucks for 100 miles around. There's no street-side falafel stands. The park ranger said something about bears tragically ending the first experiment. They don't let you swim in the spa pools. You can't throw your trash on the street like New York City. There's nothing to get pastrami on rye at 2 a.m. It's worse than Hoboken. My buddy scheduled for us to stay in the Madison campground, which I assumed was a sister property of Madison Hotel across from Grand Central Station. Boy, was I surprised. We had to sleep in tents, no housekeeping service, and rough it out in the open. By the way, the park shuts off some of the waterfalls after midsummer. This is probably due to the dwindling park service budget that are spent on toilet paper. Please protest this fiscal mismanagement by staying away from Yosemite. Also, there are bears in Yosemite. They practice breaking into cars. Do you want a bear to break into your car? Stay away. Utterly horrible place. No McDonald's on every corner, no casinos or pawn shops anywhere in sight. Trees block views, and too many gray rocks. No concierge or valet parking. Just forget about this place. My guess is the people that love this place never get out much. Whoop-de-doo! Grand Canyon! You are a giant hole in the ground! You were caused by erosion! You don't have roller coasters or Dippin' Dots! Jeez! Can you say overrated? It's a big mountain of sand. I've seen bigger mountains. Well, that's the end of our tour. Hope you guys enjoyed. I want to give a special thanks to my patrons. Your help is greatly appreciated. If you want to become a patron, just follow the link down in the description. You can get MP3s to ad-free videos. Thank you all again for watching. And until next time, this is Dallas, signing off.